Good afternoon, Wildcats. I'm Kate Barton.
And I'm Lily Nastopoulos, and you're watching WCAT Weekly News.
Lily, can you believe it's already May?
I know, right? It's crazy how time flies.
We also went back in time this past Monday with seniors dressing as their kindergarten selves.
This week was filled with fun themes for seniors to end classes in true Westminster fashion. It all began last Friday when we celebrated Fratio.
That's right. Then, like we said, Monday was kindergarten day, and the class of 2025 took it all the way back to 2012.
Then, Tuesday, everyone dressed as their alter ego.
Wednesday, the seniors brought their dogs to Spatio and repped their college shirts.
And finally, Thursday, we all dressed in our class t-shirts to count down on Presley and mudslide at Kent Field.
With all this fun, we can't forget about the excitement in Wildcat sports. Here's Kate with the latest news.
Thanks, y'all. It's playoff season for the Wildcats. Last night, the boys tennis team played their quarterfinals match against St. Pius. The girls also advanced to the quarterfinals and will play Northview tomorrow. Let's head down to the courts for more.
We had a big win today against St. Pius in the state quarterfinals.
Yeah, we had some big wins from our 1 dubs, Devin and Neil Jindal, 2 dubs, Dave Kataria and Drew Polsani, and then 3 singles from Landon Cummings.
And then we have our state semifinals and finals on the same day in Rome later.
The boys soccer team played Maynard Jackson in the second round of state. The boys have more on the game.
So last night on Wednesday, we played Maynard Jackson, defeating them 6-0. We played pretty well defensively. Will Stewart scored a hat trick, and I scored a goal myself, playing pretty well defensively. We move on to next Tuesday against East Forsyth, and we're very excited.
The girls lacrosse team also competed in their second round of playoffs last night against Mount Perrin. Both the girls and the boys advanced after wins earlier this week in the first round. Let's check in with the girls.
Hey, we just got done playing Mount Perrin, and unfortunately we lost, which means our season's over, but it's been a really good season. We've had a lot of growth on the team, and we have a lot of underclassmen talent that I think will really shine next year. So go Cats.
The rowing team is hitting the highway to Chattanooga this weekend to compete in the Georgia-Tennessee Scholastic Championship at Baylor.
Westminster crew had a great last weekend out on the water. Starting off, the first varsity 8 boat, they finished second in their heat and ultimately ended up placing 4th in the final. And then that second varsity 8 boat, they dominated their heat with a big win. Moving down to some of the younger crew cats, the novice 8 achieved their best result of the season, where they ultimately finished up second in their heat. And the junior 4 team also performed quite well, securing 3rd in their heat. Unfortunately, storms canceled some of the finals, but strong results in the prelims show what a great job they had out on the water. And they'll be back out on the water in the Georgia-Tennessee State Championship up at Baylor in Chattanooga this Saturday. So good luck to the Crew Cats, and now back to sport.
The girls and boys track teams are competing in sectionals this Saturday. Congrats to the girls as they won their region last week. Well, that's all for this week, and that's all from me. I've loved being a sports anchor the past 3 years and have learned so much through WCAT. I'll be attending Washington and Lee University next year to pursue journalism and business. For my final time at the desk, go Wildcats always. Back to y'all.
Thanks, Kate, and congratulations, everyone.
And another congratulations to the hard work by the lower schoolers for their innovation fair.
Let's hear from the lower school Ask reporters on the fun.
Noah here from WCAT Ask. This Saturday we're having an innovation fair. It's on May 3rd, which is this Saturday. It starts from 10 to 2. Everyone is invited. Please come.
I'm Willie from WCAT Ask, and I'm here with Miss Tozer, our art teacher. So, Miss Tozer, what is your booth for the innovation fair this year?
It's called The Secrets of the Garden. And first graders have been learning about pollinators in our pollinator garden all year, just outside our art room. And they have drawn and painted pollinators. And then they made 3D sculptures of pollinators and flowers.
More about how the insects see differently.
Well, they don't see the same way we do. So this blue light, this blue film cancels out the blue light, and the insects see patterns like a runway, like a pilot flying a plane, sees the markings on a runway, and it leads the insects to the nectar at the center of the flower.
Hi, my name is Alita Pleasant, and I'm with Alexandra Gomel. Today we're here with Miss Hahn.
Hi.
And so what's your favorite part of the innovation fair?
Well, my favorite part so far is the part that the first graders are working on putting together. We have a section of the innovation fair called the Hive Headquarters, and we are going to be having honeybees come to our school, and we're going to have an observation beehive in a classroom. Excited. I've only seen an observation hive once before, and that was about 10 years ago. But there's a master beekeeper who's bringing the hive to us to help us learn even more about honeybees and why it's so important to take care of our planet.
I'm Alita Pleasant, and I'm here with Alexandra Gomel. Thank you for watching. Go Cats!
Thanks, y'all. The fun doesn't stop there for the lower school.
No, it doesn't. For their final projects, senior history classes have been reading books to the lower school.
They wrote children's books about monumental times in history and personalized it to resonate with that age group.
The upper school has also been personalizing murals in Robinson.
Let's hear from Wes Sigler with an update.
All right, I'm here in Robinson right now, and we're working on murals focusing on the different ecological levels. Upstairs we have the sky, and then here we have land, and downstairs is the ocean.
Thanks, Wes.
On the topic of fun experiences, Happy Tales paid a visit to the upper school.
Yeah, so Happy Tales joined us this week, and they are a organization that trains animals to provide therapeutic services to adults and kids. They brought 6 dogs and even a therapy cat to promote emotional well-being, foster connection, and boost mental health, especially during a stressful time.
It was so nice to see all those puppy dogs on campus. I'm sure y'all would all rather be at home with your household pets, but sadly, AP exams are here. Mr. Monahan, where can we go to find information on our AP exam locations?
Sure, the schedule's on Schoology. It's also on my back. And we'll throw that QR code up on the screen right now.
What are some important things to bring with you into the AP exam?
Sure, charge your computer the night before, but bring your charger, especially if it's a digital or hybrid AP. Remember your calculator, and also learn your login information. You can't rely on autocomplete or a password saver.
What are some important exam day reminders?
Sure, leave everything in the hallway. Food and beverage, turn off your phone, etc. Separate anything you might need to access from any notes so that there's no confusion over what you're accessing. And then the attendance policy. If you have an 8 a.m. exam, you are dismissed at lunch the day before, and you can go home and rest or study. And if you have a noon exam, you do not have to come in for your morning classes.
Any closing remarks?
Yeah, get a good night's sleep. At this point, that's more important than last-minute studying. The hay is in the barn. You guys have worked hard all year. You're ready to be successful, and we will all enjoy a summer well-earned when these are over.
Thank you so much, Mr. Monahan. And now back to our regularly scheduled programming.
What a perfect way to end the week.
And on that note, there's no perfect way to end our WCAT experience. Here's a few goodbyes from the seniors, both in front and behind the camera.
Well, that's all for this week. Thanks for watching WCAT Weekly News.
Go Cats!
Bye!